Welcome to MojoPlays. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 20 best Nintendo Switch games to enjoy right now on your favorite beloved hybrid system. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Nintendo really knows a thing or two about providing new experiences and keeping things fresh with their games. This point is extremely evident in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, a game that exudes whimsy and delight around every color-soaked corner. Now, you might think another 2D Mario game would just be repetitive or stale, but Wonder proves that Nintendo always has another ace up its sleeve. The game adds in just enough spice and flair, this time around in the form of the highly playable new levels, a badge system, the Wonder Flower and seeds, and heck, even transforming into a pummeling elephant to charge through enemies. There's just so much joy in this game, especially when platforming across its runtime with a co-op pal in tow.
Always expect the unexpected.
Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread might just be the pinnacle Metroidvania experience. From developer Mercury Steam, Dread shines a new light on Samus, one that ensures this game feels completely brand new and inventive while still paying homage to older titles in the series. Deep, robust, and extensive are the words that come to mind when playing through Dread. From the meticulously designed areas to the plethora of exciting upgrades for Samus to the harrowing new stalking enemies such as the Emmy robots.
Research robots called Emmy will track down Samus and attempt to capture her.
With brisk pacing and near constant action and fun exploration, Metroid Dread is a real treat and deserves a place in your Switch collection. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Despite the relentless pace that Nintendo seems to push out Kirby games, Kirby and the Forgotten Land came out swinging and truly knocked it out of the park in all regards. The Forgotten Land does for Kirby what Super Mario Odyssey did for Mario, namely take a beloved series and character and completely transform the experience and people's expectations of a 3D platforming adventure. Yeah, sure, it's super bizarre to see Kirby suck up a car or a vending machine, but when new gameplay elements such as these, in tandem with strong world and level design, bring such a big ol' smile to your face, it all just comes together splendidly. Kirby and the Forgotten Land will surely hoover up a good chunk of your gaming time on Switch. The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Nintendo really loves cranking out the remakes and remasters, but as is generally the case, they do it so well that no one seems to mind. Take Link's Awakening for example. This remake of a beloved Zelda game from the Game Boy truly feels like a new game, completely rebuilt from the ground up with new content, a gorgeous and endearing art style, excellent puzzles and dungeons, and a lengthy adventure that will keep you hooked all through its runtime. Even for those fans who played the original game, this remake managed to completely exceed expectations while bringing newcomers to the game who never had the privilege to play the older title. There's just a palpable sense of playfulness all throughout Link's journey on Koholint Island. And yes, worry not, the puzzles and dungeons are still just as devious as you remember them. But the game always pushes you forward with some tantalizing reward, item, or incentive, so you never really get bored. Now, don't sleep on this one, it's a real gem. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Do you thoroughly love the Donkey Kong Country games from the Super Nintendo days? Well, if so, and if you happen to miss the game on the Wii U, then do yourself a favor and pick up a copy of Tropical Freeze on the Switch. You won't regret it. Easily one of the best 2D/2.5D platformers on the hybrid console, Tropical Freeze is both challenging and deeply engaging. Exploring each and every stage while collecting bananas, puzzle pieces, and Kong letters while fending off the snow mad goons is just so much fun. Plus, the crazy platforming madcaps that you can get up to with each of the various playable Kongs never gets old. Don't get too comfortable, however. The boss fights in this game will truly test your Kong skills, especially you, giant Viking owl from Mountaintop Tussle. You, sir, are a real doozy. Mario Party Superstars.
You're in for a blast from parties past. Mario Party Superstars!
It's party time, baby! The uber long-running Mario Party franchise has certainly had its fair share of ups and downs like any good roller coaster. Fortunately for Switch fans, Superstars is the real deal, mostly because it pays loving homage to the original Nintendo 64 games with high-quality remakes of game boards such as Woody Woods, Yoshi's Tropical Island, and my personal and fan favorite Horrorland. While the RNG elements of Mario Party certainly aren't to everyone's taste, there's no denying that plopping down on a couch together to duke it out with Mario and pals isn't an utter blast each and every single time. Superstars is the pinnacle party game on the Switch, so get your thumbs ready for some minigame goodness.
Start!
Splatoon 3. How the heck do you follow up the incredible success of Nintendo's third-person ink-em-up Splatoon 2? Well, take everything that made that game so darn fun and engaging and up the ante with even more ink-splashing weapons, game-changing items, and a bevy of single-player modes to keep things fresh throughout. The short and frenetic multiplayer matches never get stale, since the game is always throwing new rewards and challenges your way. And if for some reason you get tired of the online multiplayer shenanigans, simply hop or swim your way over to modes such as Salmon Run, Side Order, and the story mode Return of the Mammalians. Pokemon Legends Arceus. The Pokemon Company and Game Freak took a big bet on Legends Arceus, effectively shifting away from the tried and true yet arguably stale formula of many Pokemon games into a vast, open, more RPG-centric world. Fortunately, this bet paid off, like big time. Arceus is easily one of the very best Pokemon games out there. Pokemon fans jumped at the chance to explore an open world teeming with Pokemon to catch in battle. Sure, the visuals might be lacking somewhat in this release, however the sheer fun factor Arceus affords players more than makes up for its visual shortcomings. Add in a bunch of new regional Pokemon, fun ways to traverse the world, and plenty of exciting battles, and this is one Pokemon game that will stay on top for the long haul.
Dodge powerful attacks and create opportunities to challenge it in Pokemon battles.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Cut it out! We're your friends here!
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is a gargantuan game, a true behemoth in the RPG space, one that sees you teaming up with Noah and his adventurous pals as they explore vast open spaces, taking part in over-the-top battles, discovering all manner of secret goodies, and pushing along a narrative about nations at war, the power of friendship, sacrifice, and untold mysteries. Multiple party members can take part in battles, with each character offering different weapon skills, abilities, and movement options, on top of classes themselves having the option to actually be swapped out. It's a meaty and robust game that will keep you glued to your Switch for hundreds of hours.
But soon, finding a path that lets us all live. I will make that my mission.
Princess Peach Showtime.
And now, everyone, Princess Peach!
While certainly being marketed to a younger audience, Princess Peach's latest provides all the Nintendo charm and whimsy that you would expect from the company. This time around, Princess Peach is in the spotlight, taking center stage with a suite of unique and dazzling transformations. With a mysterious theater setting as the backdrop, the beloved princess is tasked with saving the theater from the dastardly Grape and the Sour Bunch. Along with her ally Stella, Peach will transform into the likes of a figure skater, a dashing thief, a mermaid, and even a sword fighter, with each transformation acting as a new stage, offering up a new way for players to engage with the experience. Sure, the game is very simple and won't provide too much challenge, but it's a purely fun and engaging adventure that will surely stick a big ol' smile on your face, from beginning to intermission to curtain call.
She slashes, sings, sleuths, and so much more with show-stopping transformations.
Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope. Building off of what made Kingdom Battle an enjoyable spin-off Mario game, Sparks of Hope once again sees Mario and pals team up with the quirky Rabbids as they seek to take down a new threat, that of Cursa and the Dark Mess energy. What Kingdom Battle did with turning a Mario-adjacent game into a strategy game was nothing short of brilliant, and here Sparks of Hope takes each aspect of its predecessor and refines them into a comedic, polished, flexible, and highly playful strategy experience. The biggest change this time around is the ability to freely move your character in a designated zone, as opposed to the grid-based system of Kingdom Battle. This, in combination with more goofy writing, a cast of fun characters, plenty of new locales to explore, and new abilities from the Lumas, makes Sparks of Hope an easy recommendation on the Switch. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. There's simply no denying that Nintendo has thoroughly enjoyed bringing a host of Wii U titles to Nintendo Switch, since, well, you know, no one played the Wii U. Enter Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, a combo game that features an upgraded version of the 2013 Wii U 3D platformer, Super Mario 3D World, as well as Bowser's Fury, a completely new 3D platforming Mario game with open world elements and a persistent dynamic boss in the form of a giant Bowser. For those of us that sadly didn't get to play 3D World the first time around, the sheer joy of experiencing this top-notch platformer on the Switch was sublime, especially in co-op. Then, diving into Bowser's Fury, you are treated to some more masterclass platforming, as Mario searches for shines, collects fun power-ups, bashes Bowser over and over again, and even transforms as a gargantuan version of Cat Mario. Good times had by all. Luigi's Mansion 3. Gosh darn it, Luigi deserves so many more exclusive game experiences if Luigi's Mansion 3 is anything to go by. While the OG GameCube Luigi's Mansion and the Nintendo 3DS's Dark Moon are certainly loved by many, it's Luigi's third outing in yet another spooky location that stands as one of the very best in the series. This time around, Mario and pals are conned into accepting a luxury hotel resort package deep in some picturesque yet creepy mountains. Aptly named The Last Resort, this haunted hotel sees Mario and friends captured by King Boo, with no one but Luigi and Polterpup to save the day. The game sets a truly fantastic stage as you explore a plethora of hotel floors, with each one acting as a distinct zone, brimming with secrets and goodies, and well, plenty of scares for our duo. The same ghost vacuuming gameplay is back, but this time around players are also introduced to Gooigi, a literal green goo version of Luigi that makes for some unique and challenging puzzles.
Hello?
Fire Emblem 3 Houses. The uber-long-running tactical role-playing franchise maintains its place in the genre with this juggernaut. In 3 Houses, you are tasked to play as a group of unique characters that include the likes of Byleth, Edelgard, Dimitri, Hilda, and so many more. As you might have gleaned from the moniker, this game's plot surrounds around 3 distinct nations, namely the Adrastian Empire, the Holy Kingdom, and the Leicester Alliance, all situated on the continent of Fodland. The deep and immersive, strategically tactical gameplay is a massive focus, with, once again, thoughtful turn-based battles. However, it's between these challenging battles where things really get interesting, as you can flesh out the storyline and character arcs with classes, side activities, and field exercises, plus so much more. Animal Crossing New Horizons. For pure distilled coziness and charm, look no further than Animal Crossing's latest offering. This series, which started life back on the GameCube, has come a long way, with New Horizons offering players an utterly intoxicating life sim game to get sucked into for the long haul. As long as you are okay with taking things day by day, quite literally, New Horizons provides players with an island getaway package from none other than Tom Nook himself. Spend your time here befriending villagers, setting up shops and museums, collecting bugs, fish, and materials, and creating and crafting the island paradise of your dreams. The game released at a perfect time where people had to hunker down, which led to returning Animal Crossing fans and new players alike hopping into a game that wants you to take your time, whether you like that slow burn or not. So, go out there and customize your home, make friends with a host of quirky, super duper awesome and cute animal pals, and tend to your island to your heart's content. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, come on, it's freaking Mario Kart, of course it's gonna be here. Yes, I know, it's just technically another Wii U game brought to the Switch. However, there's simply no denying that there's just so much content jam-packed into this deluxe version. Boatloads of characters, tracks, customization options, and more are constantly at your fingertips. Plus, even people that are casual gamers or those who don't even play games at all, they at least know about Mario Kart. This is one of the greatest kart racers, full stop. And there's no better platform to experience it on than the Switch. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Super Smash Bros. Has come a long way since its humble origins back on the Nintendo 64. Ultimate is just that, the ultimate definitive version of the venerable franchise to date. Even half a decade after its release on Switch, fans are still pouring hundreds of hours into this game, whether it's pummeling opponents with friends or competing in the myriad tournaments around the globe. If for some reason you aren't familiar with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's essentially a solo or multiplayer brawler game featuring dozens upon dozens of Nintendo characters and third-party mascots. Fast, fluid, challenging, and utterly enjoyable, Ultimate deserves your time and attention. Metroid Prime Remastered. Nintendo took quite the gamble moving a once beloved 2D series into a first-person perspective way back in the day on the GameCube. Well, it pretty much universally paid off since fans loved this shift. Enter 2023. Nintendo shadow-dropped Metroid Prime Remastered from Retro Studios. To say it was a home run would be quite the understatement. This remaster of the beloved first Prime game is actually more akin to a full-on remake, given how much love and attention was poured into every sci-fi crevice, nook, and cranny. If you missed out on the OG Metroid Prime, then it's high time you check out this top-notch remaster. Super Mario Odyssey. It's me, Mario! Wahoo! Boy howdy, Odyssey is a firecracker of a game, one that outshines and outpaces every other 3D platformer on the market. Yes, it's that darn good, and needs to be played and experienced right away. Odyssey features a unique gameplay mechanic where Mario and his sentient hat Cappy can capture random enemies and objects alike to solve puzzles. You can even capture and become a sentient hunk of meat, just because, why not? Silliness aside, the sheer platforming prowess on display in Odyssey is something to behold, especially since Nintendo opted for larger open zone worlds to explore to your heart's content. And my goodness, the music in this game is the thing of auditory dreams. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
What is that?
The follow-up to the critically acclaimed and universally beloved Breath of the Wild is a masterclass of a game. Instead of just resting on its laurels, Tears of the Kingdom completely reinvents the wheel, sometimes quite literally, with a brand new fusion system where almost anything can be merged together to create something thrilling and exciting to test out. From crazy weapons to vehicles to bizarre concoctions that can be used to solve the game's many puzzles and shrines, Tears of the Kingdom perfectly blends creativity, player agency, nuance, and fun into a seamless package. And if all that wasn't enough, there's also a whole sky section to explore and an underground world to delve into, on top of the expansive, base-level Hyrule regions. Nintendo once again proves why they are the best at making pure distilled enjoyment. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.